everyone, welcome to Hedgehog Hollow. Today I'm with LDRS Creative and I have a sneak peek of next week's new release. So next week there is a complete suite of products coming out, but I'm going to be showing you this beautiful sunburst rectangle die set and some really fun ideas that we're going to be using with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut the sunburst die from two different colours of cardstock. Now you can choose whatever you would like to do. I've chosen to go with the Tonic Copper Mine, which is a matte copper, and then I've chosen to pair that with a textured navy blue cardstock from Tonic. So I'm going to trim both of these down to card front sized pieces first of all. So I'll just slide these out of here. And I keep these in job ticket holders that you can buy in bulk on Amazon as well. So I will link those up for you too. Really inexpensive way to buy these. So I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 inches. And this is why I love this little compact trimmer, because I can cut pieces of 8.5 by 11 in such a small and compact space as well. So I'm going to just be, that's one of my copper. I'm going to cut another one with my navy blue. So cut 5.5 along that long side and 4.25 along the other shorter side. So that will give you a full card front sized piece. And now I'm going to be cutting it out using my Gemini machine. So let's grab those plates. I keep them just tucked under there, like this. Very well loved plates. Nearly time for some new ones, I think. And so I'm going to carefully lift up my die. And it's a great size for a card front size piece. So if you cut it down to the 5.5 by 4.25, you're going to have a little bit of an edge, which is going to be perfect for your piece as well. You'll also notice there are all these inner circles that we'll also be using, and you can snip out this piece in the middle, but for this particular layout I don't need to do that. I'm going to leave it in for now, and I will show you why as we get going. So I am going to use a little bit of post-it tape to hold it in place, like so. So when you've cut them out of both, you can see how stunning these are, and actually you can see some of the details better on the copper than the navy. So you've got these beautiful embossed lines in here, and you've got embossed lines around here. Now depending on your patience level, you could put all of the sunburst back in the opposites, which is how we're going to work these two cards, which is great because we create two at once. You're also going to want to keep these three pieces. Now I do not have the patience to keep piecing each of these in, most certainly not for quick and easy cards, which is what we are doing here today. So I have made two card bases. I took a piece of 8.5 by 11 Tonic Pearl White. Now this is beautiful because you can see that it's got that beautiful coppery gold shimmer to it, and I've already scored them both at 5.5, so that gives us our main card base. So you want to put the copper on one, and we're going to put that blue on the other. So you can see that that lets that pearl shine through. It also gives you a really nice matting layer underneath as well. So to stick these down, I'm going to use a little bit of my Nuvo Precision glue pen. So I just give it a squeeze. And so I'm just putting a couple of dots between each sunray. Paying particular attention at the corners, because that's one place you do not want your card lifting from. But you can see how easy this is. Now you could use a little bit of thin tear tape if you wanted to, but this is a really nice strong hold adhesive as well. So I'm going to turn this over, pop this down, and I'm going to grab my phone because it makes the perfect weight when you're making cards. And I'm going to do the same on the blue. So again, on the reverse side, more in the corners. And you could just do lines. I mean, you don't have to do dots. I'm in the habit. I've always done dots. Don't know why. I think I picked it up somewhere. And the dots do work really well. Plus you can see how quickly these cards are going to come together. So again, I'm going to pop that on here in the center, and this glue dries clear, so if you do need a little bit of wiggle room, it's A, going to give you that, and B, it's going to dry clear afterwards. So once this piece is on, we're going to start working with our inner circles, and for those we're going to be needing some foam tape. So I'm going to grab this piece of foam tape off the edge here. I have my Tim Holtz non-stick snips here. And so I'm just going to cut some thin, small squares with my fingers. The longer your nails are, the harder these kinds of things are. I completely accept that. In fact, I'm going to trim it down even thinner. So you can see how thin I can go with those non-stick snips on there. And what it enables me to do is make my own foam strips. And like so. That was a little bit big, so we're going to pull that one back off. I'm going to put one on the other side. And we're going to have other raised center sections, so you don't need to worry too much if it goes over the inside edge a little bit. It's more that you don't want it over the outside edge. And so I'm going to put my copper one in here. Before I do that, I'm going to snip that little bit off. Actually, I just had a little bit of a brainwave. So because we're going to be doing these layers throughout the bottom here, excuse me, I'm losing my voice today. So if you take a piece of foam tape, make sure that it sticks within that inner circle. I think you might be able to see where I'm going with this. So I'm going to do the same over here. And one more small piece. So you can see how my card making kind of also evolves as I'm making a card. So I just basically covered that small piece in here with pieces of foam, and that's going to allow me to just layer up our pieces. So I'm going to again alternate. So we're going to put the thin copper piece down, like so. And then we're going to have the medium blue piece and the small copper piece. So on this side we do the same. Would help if I took the backing off of the foam. And there is, on that centerpiece, there is a little heart embossed that was part of the centerpiece, so that you will also see that more probably on the copper than on the blue. But there is a heart, so I'm trying to make sure the heart is at least the right way up, like so. So you can see how these are coming together beautifully. Lots of shimmer and shine on there. Now we are also going to be adding a sentiment on there, and I'm just having a look through some of our new releases. I'm not going to show you those yet, but I'm going to use this one here. So we have some new creative creation sets coming. So off to the side, I will be doing a full review of, or a full preview of the release next week on the LDRS Instagram TV channel. We now have an Instagram TV channel, so make sure you go and check that out too over on Instagram. Just you may need to update your app to access the area. So I'm just using some MFT hybrid black ink, which is a nice strong coloured black ink. Now you could heat emboss these, but I just want something clean and simple to set these cards off. So this sentiment is from one of those new creative creation sets. And again, I'm going to use that Holtz trimmer to trim up my sentiments. And again, let's just cut some of that off. Oops. So I'm just squaring out my sentiments. So I'm going to do fairly small sentiments, nothing too overpowering, because I really do just want beauty in these dies to show. And I think spring feelings reflect these perfectly. But of course they would look beautiful done at Christmas in greens and golds and reds. You could do them for a birthday, you could make them with some really fun glitter papers. I think these dies have so many different options with them on there as well. So I'm just going to, actually I think I might do them both the same, or maybe I'll do opposites like this. And again, I'm going to use a piece of foam tape that I'm going to snip in half there, put one on the back of each. And you can see how quick and simple these are to come together. So once you've done the die cutting, and just pop some foam in the middle, and then alternate your colours backwards and forwards, and you can see just how fun they really are as well. And of course you could do the piecing, you could do ombre piecing in here, you could do the navy in here, that would look awesome too. So lots and lots of fun ideas. You could also just map this straight onto the navy and it would give you the effect of having paper piece that in as well. So that would be a really quick hack to get those done as well. So thank you so much for joining me here today at LDRS Creative for a sneak peek of next week's new release. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stamp the bell. Plus I'd love to know which colour combination you like, whether you like the copper base or the dark blue base more, and what is your favourite colour combination. I'm always looking for fun ideas for colour combinations, so leave that in the comments below. Don't forget to check out the links in the description, and do give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's tutorial. I'll see you again very soon. Happy stamping, bye!
Arabian,